Hello, everybody. Oh, there we go. Excuse me as I modify some things just a little bit. We need an output capture. There we are, and there's the Syrinscape. Hey! How's it going, Al? Long time no see. Everybody, we have GM Admiral in the chat. Oh, hang on. Come in.
Kenobi knocked over the vase.
Okay, thanks, bud. I'll deal with it. Gotta go on a little bit of a break because the cat knocked over something glass. Be right back. Okay, we're back. uh, not a big emergency. The cat was jumping around and knocked over a vase with flowers on the table, and there's water everywhere, but no broken glass, so we're all good. Al, how's it going? How's your Monday? For everybody just joining or, just hanging out and doing stuff. Hot. Yes, it's also warm here. But you're further south, so you might be warmer than me. Yeah, so GM Admiral coming by, hanging out, ran us a game of his RPG Sentience 2D20 yesterday night, which was super cool. The VOD is live here on Twitch, and it's going to be up on YouTube tomorrow. So that's already in the can and ready to go. Al, thanks again. That was super fun. Yeah, and now I'm working. I wanted to do this. If you're new to this stream, off Mondays are usually me doing something. Might be making maps on Arkenforge, the Master's Toolkit. Might be doing reviews. Tonight, I'm gonna make a character in Captain's Log, the solo role-playing game by Star Trek Adventures in Modiphius. And Al, super cool that you're here, because if we go in, we can see your name here, can't we? Where are you? Additional writing? Yeah, there you are, Al Spader. Yeah, so this was a surprise. It's been really funny. If you've been watching Jim Johnson's social media or any of his comments or anything, he's been hinting that something that nobody was expecting was coming soon, and this was it. Without any lead up, they just said pre-orders are open. We did a solo RPG for Star Trek Adventures, the journaling RPG. And yeah, so it's a 336 page digest sized book. So like those little ones back there, not like the big core books back there. And I have never played a solo journaling RPG before, but it was one of the things on that Twitter bingo card that was going around that I missed. And so I was looking for one, and then a week later this came out, which is perfect. I am so into Star Trek at this moment. Actually, after this, I'll probably be watching Mirror Mirror because I'm halfway through it with Jen. So that'll be fun. And of course, I have my tea, Earl Grey, hot, in my Star Trek mug that I got for Father's Day this year. So, yeah. If you don't know what a solo journaling RPG is, you're in the same boat as me. Basically, there's a bunch of tables and you're going to roll on them, and Generate missions. So I got my dice here. I've already skimmed through the book, and I'm really excited to get into it. For new people, we got facts about Trek. Yeah. We got a primer on the universe. Good stuff. Yeah, in case it wasn't clear, this is a completely standalone book and system. You don't need any of the other Star Trek Adventure stuff to play this. You're just good to go. Al, if you have any comments, feel free to jump in and just like throw them in the chat, and I'll tell people who are hanging out as well. I'll ask you a question. What did you work on, or what was really exciting for you to work on in this book? Where were we at? We're at primer on Star Trek technology. So we're still in the primer. We're 30 pages in. There's lots of good content here. It was just so much fun to go through this. Oh, look at that art. Is that the Discovery? Yeah. Let's see. Al helped with the streamlined system. Cool. And did a ton of tables. Yeah, there's a lot of tables. I think Jim said there's something like 150 tables in this, which is delightful. We got a teaser of those in the Lower Decks campaign guide. A lot of really good, useful tables in that book. But cool stuff. Let's see. Service protocols. Yeah. Prime directive. Errors of play. I mean, for me, I am pretty partial to The Next Generation and a little bit later. I watched a lot of the original series as a kid with my mom because she loved it, but I don't remember much of it, and I watched it, in whatever, who knows what order. So The Next Generation was really my stuff, and I love the modern stuff. I love Discovery. I love Strange New Worlds. I really enjoy Prodigy and Lower Decks. So I think if I were playing this, I'd probably be in The Next Generation or after DS9 or Voyager. In the Lower Decks era, probably. Ooh, Temporal Cold War. Always a good thing. Let's see. Al. I was working on another unannounced project at the same time, so I didn't do a lot here. Cool. All right. I'm like, you gonna drop any hints, Al? But I know you can't. It's all right. All right. What else have we got? Yeah. Oh, different types of games, different missions that you might run into. Far from home games. So you got your Voyager style, Lost in Time, Other Realities. Good. Spice of Life games, station-based games. Just a ton. We're almost 100 pages in, and we're getting to... All right, the rules. So we've got character creation and reporting for duty, chapter 3, page 71 by the PDF. And this is where we're going to start. So, like I said, I skimmed through this book over the weekend. Really like the look of it, and realized, like, if I was going to play anything, what I want to play is a chief engineer whose goal is to command a starship that is like a test bed. So I think I want to start with like the real episodic, true TNG stuff, but be like the Geordie LaForge. And then his goal is to eventually move over to command, get the ship, and like do the experimental engines and like, yeah, shield harmonics and ooh, fun stuff. That would be my ideal. Like if I was in Star Trek, that's probably what I would just want to do. So, not that I'm like incredibly mechanically inclined. If I personally was just in the Star Trek universe, I'd just be writing holo novels, probably. That'd be fun. Cool. So, creating a character, we have life path and creation and play. If you've seen Jim Johnson's YouTube channel, he recently just stepped through this and did the life path as well. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to make my own, and we're going to have fun. So what we need, we got the character sheet, the new form fillable character sheet, and taking notes. Okay, I should have something for notes around. Various pens and paper and things and so on. Was that the update from today? Yes, that was the update that came through today. Form fillable character sheet is now included with your download. So if you bought it over the weekend and you got an email saying that there's an update, the update is a form fillable PDF character sheet in the download, if you want to go and grab that. Throughout play, your characters will be challenged in various ways. Yeah, to facilitate these challenges and prompt your creativity, the characters built with elements that will reveal their readiness for a range of situations and the world view that influences their actions. Yeah, we got our traits, attributes, disciplines, focuses, values. Cool. Traits. Yeah. Okay, so we're still in learning the rules. We're not in the life path yet, so we'll move a little bit fast through this because we know we're gonna come back, of course, to this. So tables for focuses start on page 85. Because I might roll some of those to have some fun with those. Values matrix. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Life path creation. I'll write down the values. That's page 90. Just to remember. Okay. All right, life path creation. Starting points. All characters begin with a score of 7 in each of their attributes. And then 1 for each discipline. Oh, you know what? That's really nice. If you've ever, there you go. If you've ever worked in designing a form fillable PDF, they are a nightmare. And just getting the tabbing correct is such a feat. You can see it jumps down to the captain's log because it's just, yeah. It's not fun and it's not easy. I've never actually had to physically do it. I've had to proof them for ones that were being created in production. But anyways. Okay, so starting points. A finished character cannot have more than 12 in any attribute. May only have 1 attribute of 12 and cannot have more than 5 in any discipline. Yeah, all good. We're going to figure that out in finishing touches. We're going to choose or randomly determine our character species from the matrices on 93 to 94. There's also mixed heritage characters, which is cool. When creating such a character, you may choose 3 different attributes across both species. Roll twice on the species table provided on pages 93 to 94. I don't think I'll go mixed, although I don't want to be human. Okay, I'm going to roll it and see what I get, but I'll tell you right now, if I don't get what I want, I'm just going to choose Andorian, Klingon, or Orion. Those are kind of the tops. I love Bajorans, though. You'll notice, what are we at? We're at page 99 in the PDF, 93 there. You'll notice of the 4 covers, I did in fact get the DS9 Voyager cover because I needed that Cisco quote on the back. Went too far. Okay, here we go. Let's roll random era first. 2, Enterprise era. Ooh, old style. That's cool. We got Andorians, we got Klingons on there, we got Orions on there. This is actually like the perfect table for me to roll on. And I got a 16, which is a Vulcan. I mean, I don't dislike Vulcans, but I find that I'm less inclined towards Vulcans. Like I like a Romulan. Let's roll again, just for fun. Ferengi. Ferengi ever in the Enterprise era? It's been a long time since I watched Enterprise. I don't remember if they ever appeared. I remember their weird first introduction in TNG, of course. Just randomly rolling 13, Romulan. Romulan's cool. I mean, I'd have fun with a Romulan. I kind of was hoping for an Andorian, but I'm going to go Romulan. Oh, there you go. Al says they were in the first episode of Enterprise, and he is the authority on this because he wrote these particular tables. Oh, not first. Okay. But there you go. They were in Enterprise. Wild. Only one episode. Got it. They were in one episode in Enterprise. I don't remember that, but I mean, I watched Enterprise for the first time and only one time like 15 years ago. So, okay. There you go. Ferengi and Enterprise. Okay, anyways. We are going to go with a Romulan. Oh, where do we put that? That's our starship. Name, pronouns, traits. Oh, so it'd be under traits. Eh? Cool. I'm a Romulan. I like it. That's fun. All right. Let's see the cool Bajoran art from the core book. Kelpians. Pakleds. Romulan physiology is not meaningfully different from that of Vulcans, though a portion of the Romulan species exhibits a V-shaped forehead ridge not evident in Vulcans. Yeah, most Romulans lack the intense mental discipline common to Vulcans and do not develop their psychic abilities. We prize cunning and strength of will and are distrustful of other species. This opinion is reciprocated, as Romulans have a reputation for manipulation, deception, and betrayal. I mean, I rarely play those characters, so I will be playing against type, but I'm very interested. So we got control, fitness, and reason bonuses, which I like. Great for an engineer. And you know what? I'm just going to go back. And I'm going to see if I were a mixed species, what would it have been? Romulan and Vulcan. Yeah, sure. I'm good with Romulan. Okay. Our next step. Go back to the table. Let's see. So we're going to do environment, setting our conditions. And then after that is early outlook, education, career length, career events, finishing touches, check and adjust. Jim is recording a continuing mission ep right now. He said he'd check in after you're still going. Oh, cool. Yeah. No worries. I really have to check out that podcast because it's been on my list for a while and I haven't jumped into it. But yeah, if anybody watching this doesn't know, Jim Johnson and Michael Dismuke do a podcast called Continuing Mission, and like they talk all sorts of Star Trek adventure stuff. So if you're a Star Trek fan, go check that out too. If you're not a Star Trek fan, are you just hanging out because I'm cool? All right. Regardless of their species, Starfleet officers come from many environments across many worlds. While many humans are born on Earth, many more were born on a colonized world elsewhere in the galaxy, on a starbase or on a starship. So we're going to get a single value, 1 point in a single attribute, and 1 point in a single discipline. Continuing conversations, actually. I messed up, lol. Oh, of course. Continuing conversations, everybody, not continuing missions. And choosing your character's environment, start with either its setting or its conditions. Each offers different storytelling prompts, but both provide the same type of benefits for your character sheet. Okay. So we choose one or the other. Settings or conditions? I think I'll go settings. I like that as a prompt for myself. Oh, Nat 20. Another species world. I love it. That's great for a Romulan who ended up as a chief engineer in Starfleet. Another species world. Excuse me. I need more tea. Your character grew up among another species. Whatever the situation, the character has unique perspectives on their own species and on those they were raised alongside. Value. Your character gains a value which reflects the environment and culture they were raised within. It's common for this value to be informed by the values of the species they were raised alongside, or how they see their own culture in relation to their birthplace. We've got an attribute. Choose or randomly roll another species from step 1, then choose one of the attributes that species gains a bonus to. Increase that attribute by 1. Discipline. Choose any one discipline and increase it by 1. I like it. All right, so let's see. So we got a value, or my values. This is going to be another species world value, just as a placeholder. We're going to go back. Choose or randomly roll another species from step 1. I mean, let's just go with Enterprise era. We're going like classic. Where was this Romulan raised? On an Illyrian world. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, I do enjoy that. Okay, so... Oh, I need to look up Illyrian to get the... so they get daring, fitness, and reason. I'm going to go daring. I love that. And then... any one discipline. I'm going to start bumping my engineering up. A Romulan who was raised on Vulcan. I mean, yeah, just shades of Navarre from the future. Time traveled back from a combined future, maybe. But I really love that idea that this Romulan was raised on an Illyrian world. I wonder, would they, my Romulan, have gotten any genetic enhancements? Oh, but I am planning on doing this post DS9, so maybe I was allowed to enter Starfleet after some of the restrictions got lifted. That would be really cool. Like Bashir opening the gates. What's their view on genetics? Yeah, exactly. I think that they're probably going to think of genetics like something that you can tune up to a point, like Illyrian style. I am watching Strange New Worlds, and I am really enjoying all of the stuff they've done with La'an, and like with La'an recently. And that second episode with Una was incredible. That counselor was like, that lawyer was such a performance, so good. Okay, Illyrian world value, and I think I'm gonna go positive for genetic modification. I'm not gonna like figure out the pretty values live on stream. I'll probably figure those out later, but I like that direction. Did I hit everything? Okay, so I got the value. I put up the daring because you know what? Science needs to be daring. And choose any one discipline. We got our engineering. Okay, so it was one or the other. So we can skip conditions. Step 3, early outlook. Driving them into their education and career, your character formed an early outlook that shaped them in many ways. You may choose from 3 approaches of how to determine the impact of this outlook. The first is to select their upbringing and determine whether they accepted or rebelled against it. The second, applying to Klingon characters or those raised in a Klingon household, is to select their caste and whether they accepted or rejected its expectations. Very cool, love it. The last option is to simply choose an aspiration which drove your character onto their journey and whether they pursued or gave up on it. Ooh, these are cool. Choose the approach that makes the most sense for your character and storytelling style. I'm leaning towards aspiration. Okay, here we go. Okay, hear me out. An engineer who loves their ship and believes their body can be fixed, just as the ship can. Yeah, right? Like, genetic modification is just another tool that medics and scientists can use the same way that you're using a different type of spanner, stem bolt. Yeah, I like that character. And particularly with like a Romulan's, I don't even, can you say flair for Romulans? They're usually so like sardonic, but I think my Romulan would be more of an Illyrian, a little bit more, well, and we've only really met Una and the other, and they were both very, very reserved. Maybe I should have been raised on a Klingon world because I like playing a fun character. But I like this. I like this person. This person is shaping up cool. I like the aspiration, but because I want to roll randomly, I think I'm going to go with upbringing. Yeah, right. But passionate. Exactly. Passionate Romulans. Oh well, and we've gotten a lot of really good Romulans in Picard, and like seeing them has been very, very interesting as well. We need more Romulan focused stuff. Your character's upbringing provides them with 3 points. Okay, the nature of a person's family and their surroundings as they grew up can have a massive impact upon them, and whether they accept this influence or rebelled against it, it will shape the rest of their lives. Your character's upbringing provides them with 3 points spread across 2 attributes and a single point to add to one of their disciplines, and a single focus, which should relate in some way to the upbringing chosen. When adding your character's focus, you may choose one of the provided examples, randomly select a focus using the probability matrix on page 85, or write your own focus. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to go upbringing. Kid just woke up. I'll try to be back later. Thanks for stopping by, Al. Hopefully your kid's all right and good. Thanks for, yeah. Nice to see you. All right, upbringing. 7, agricultural or rural. Interesting. So we could have like a folksy kind of Trip Tucker type engineer. I do like it. I'm going to roll again just to see if I like anything better. Science and technology? Nah, I'm going to go agricultural and rural. That sounds fun. Okay, your character grew up surrounded more by nature than by people, within a rural community, on the frontier, or somewhere else distanced from the bustle of cities and larger populations. They might be heavily involved in agriculture, growing real food to supplement synthesized or replicated meals. So if your character accepted this upbringing, the tough, practical life on the land breeds a strong work ethic and a healthy body, increasing their control by 1 and their fitness by 2. If your character rebelled against this upbringing, they are likely to have embraced science, technology, and the fruits of civilization, increasing their presence by 1 and their reason by 2. I love that. Rebel. Presence by 1. Reason by 2. Ooh. I love the idea of like, you gotta get your chores done. You gotta keep up with all the Illyrians, and this Romulan being like, no, I'm working on my. I'm working on the on the shuttle in the garage in the in the barn. I was like, garage, shed. What's the name for the big building where they put the animals? I'm from the city. Disciplining your characters living off the land and growing up on the edge of civilization allows them to increase one of con, security, or medicine. I like the idea of medicine. And that also plays into our Illyrian genetic modification. Very, very cool. Okay, focuses. Your character gains a single focus that should relate to the character's rural lifestyle and the skills they learned there. Animal handling, athletics, emergency medicine. I do like emergency medicine. Endurance, ground vehicles, infectious diseases, navigation, survival training, and toxicology. I think I'm going to go ground vehicles. It's going to be an engineer with like a bit of piloting, probably. I like that more than emergency medicine. I do like that I have the medicine, but we're gonna go with ground vehicles. Cool. All right, we passed through this. We don't need casts. We don't need aspirations. Although, to explore, to fly, to create. Yeah. I love that one. That's really cool. And that would have gotten me some commander engineering. All right, step 4, education. Some characters at the center of a captain's log story will have received their education at Starfleet Academy. Others may have received theirs on the streets of a busy commercial colony, traveling among the stars, or within the societal structure of another civilization. Whatever form their education took, it will have contributed significantly to your character's makeup as they begin their journey in Captain's Log, affecting their attributes, disciplines, values, and focuses. When assigning focuses, you may choose one of the provided examples, randomly select one, yada yada yada. To select your character's education, first choose its category from the following table or randomly roll. Okay, education. Starfleet Academy, Allied military training, diplomatic training, civilian training. I definitely want him to be like... I feel like as soon as Starfleet like announced on this Illyrian world that the mandates against genetically enhanced individuals were loosening, he would have jumped right into Starfleet and been like, oh god, am I making Luke Skywalker? I mean, Luke wasn't... Huh. It wasn't that great of a mechanic. But he was... I'm not going to be much for piloting. Okay, I want to get Starfleet Academy. Let's see what we get. I rolled Allied military training. I don't want to be in the military. I think I'm going to just go with Starfleet Academy, despite rolling Allied military academy training again. So Starfleet Academy. I gotta write that down. Illyrian world gets Starfleet recruiter. That's going to be a moment for him. Or them. Might be a he, might be a they. Alright. The years spent at Starfleet Academy are some of the most memorable and definitive of an officer's life, shaping the direction of their career going forward. For those who pass the grueling entrance examinations, the Academy takes 4 years. Immediately thinking of the J.J. Abrams movie, covering a mixture of intense training, academic studies, and practical experiences. Much of this takes place within the main Starfleet Academy campus on San Francisco on Earth, but other campuses and annexes exist across the Federation, and a cadet may spend time at any of these before they graduate. Okay. A graduate of the Academy receives a commission as a Starfleet officer with the rank of ensign, after which they may wait several weeks or even months for their first assignment. Some cadets, particularly those pursuing a doctorate, choose a path that requires an additional year or 2 of training and study, and instead graduate at the rank of lieutenant junior grade. You may choose your character's academy track or randomly determine from the table below. I mean, I want to be operations, and then I'll move to command. We're going to roll and see if let's roll a gold die. We're going to see if the fates love me. Nah, I got 18. It told me sciences. But we're definitely going operations because I want to make a chief engineer. The operations track is practical and hands-on, dealing with many of the realities of Starfleet's mission. Divided broadly into engineering and security divisions, operations track cadets are defined by a sense of pragmatism, whether that applies to the technical or the tactical. Value. Add a value reflecting the beliefs they've developed during their time at the Academy. Okay. Time at the Academy belief. I love it. Attributes. Add 3 points to attributes, which may be split between any 2 or 3. Okay. My reason is nice and high. I do want to be a chief, so I'm gonna I want to be a commander. I want to be a department head, so I'm going to increase my presence by 1. I feel like they're more of a just make it work kind of person, so I want their daring to go higher. And I kind of want to max out daring to 10. not max out, but put 2 into daring and 1 into presence. Because I just love the idea of being like, I don't know, let's do it, give it a try. That sort of approach to warp mechanics, that sounds fun. Okay, so we got attributes, disciplines. Increase either security or engineering by 2. So we'll get our engineering to 4. Then select 2 other disciplines to increase by +1 each. You may not increase any discipline above 4 at this stage. Good. We'll get command up. And probably security as a Romulan, you know, you get you're tougher, you're stronger. I'm from a farming planet, and so I probably excelled at the security stuff in my operations track. So a little backup there. Very, very middle of the road. Not a lot of hard sciences though. That's gonna be their weak point, I think. The warp core has collapsed. I can figure out the conduits, but I'm not gonna necessarily be the best at saying it's because of that thing outside of the ship that's moving towards us and speaking in ancient Earth dialogues. Leave that to the science chief. Okay, select 3 focuses, at least one of which should relate to your character's chosen track. So, for example, computers, cybernetics, electroplasma, power systems, espionage, hand phasers, hand-to-hand combat, infiltration, interrogation, shipboard tactical systems, survival, transporters and replicators, warp field dynamics. Let's just go with warp field dynamics. Dynamics. There we are. Sciences track. Yeah, okay, cool. So, select 3. At least one of which should relate to the chosen. Okay, so now we're going to go back to focuses. I want to roll on that table. We're going to come back to page 112. Where are you? Here we are. Command focuses. Okay, I'm just going to roll 2d20 on the command focuses and see what we get. See if we like it. 31 is politics. Not fun. 26. Multidiscipline. How would you even use that as a focus? Let's go to a security focus. 32. Planetary surveys. That's interesting, but doesn't really play into my character. It's not something that they would focus into anymore. One more for security is 31. Pickpocketing. No, this character is not a pickpocket. I considered it strongly, but I didn't go for it. Engineering focuses 2d20, 26. Propulsion. I mean, I got warp field dynamics. I don't think I need to double up on that. So one more in that is 36. System maintenance. Yeah, that's great. And then I don't want a science focus. Should I go back to a command focus? I'll do another command focus. Let's try one. 33. 30s are reporting procedures. Yeah. I think that's pretty... Well... we could find a better one. 22. Law. This character's not interested in the law. 16. Fleet commander. I'm going to go up or down from there. So there's etiquette and gambling. Gambling? Okay, we're going to go with gambling. Okay. Back down to that page there. Oh. What's going on? Oh, just nothing exciting. All right. So we did step 3. We did step 4. Cruising along. That's step 6. Step 5. Career length. I mean, we're just going to go into experience, but let's roll and see what it is. 16. Veteran. Oh, I could be a veteran. Well, let's look under veteran. Your character has decades of experience and has served on many ships and starbases. Their judgment and opinions are highly regarded by subordinates, peers, and even superiors. I mean, as a Romulan, could be like long-lived, but I think more experienced. Yeah, I think like I'm really making someone about the age of Geordie. Several years of experience and is enjoying a promising career. So we're going to add a value chosen freely. So let's do this one as maybe one we try rolling from the table. And page 90 for it. There we go. Values matrix. Let's see what we get. Natural 1. A good mystery is irresistible. I actually love that, so... Like, that's a great value. That's super good. Okay. So... Okay, so we are experienced. Oh, I haven't been doing this. Okay, so we got Starfleet. Environment is agricultural world. Agricultural Illyrian world. Early outlook. Rebelled, I believe, is where we're going to do that. Step 6, career events. These are always exciting. Your character's career is a tapestry of events and experiences, but a few will have been pivotal moments in the character's life. A character defines which moments of their life are important in retrospect, and what seems definitive to a young ensign may be inconsequential to that same officer decades later. Your character has 2 defining career events, chosen or determined randomly from the list below, and gains whatever benefits they provide. Each career event increases 1 attribute by 1 discipline by 1, and gives your character 1 additional focus. When assigning a focus, you may select from one of the provided examples, yada yada. For characters that chose Novice in Step 5, assume that these character events took place during the character's time at the Academy or equivalent. Okay. Alright, so we got 20 events. First event. 4. Negotiated a treaty? That did not seem to be something that I was expecting. Okay, so just looking down here. Career events. Interesting. I don't know what any of this means. But here we go. Okay, so, oh, career length is right there. So we're going to go to experience. I'm going to say negotiated a treaty. What? Okay, your character was part of a delegation that helped negotiate a treaty, agreement, or alliance with a different culture. What culture was the treaty with? What was it for? Because I'm an engineer focusing in warp field dynamics, I would say that I was brought in as a technical consult to interface with the science team of the other planet. And it was trading of technologies, like integrating an interesting way to maybe generate warp fields with another warp capable culture. Negotiated a treaty for technology trade. Technological trade? Technology trade. Okay, your character's familiarity with minutiae and the careful work of diplomacy increases their control by 1. That's fun. Your character's familiarity with diplomacy and negotiation increases their command by 1. I love that. That's really helping with my career goals. Focuses. Add a focus reflecting their experience with negotiations, diplomacy, galactic politics, or negotiation. Let's say negotiation. I like negotiation in there. All right. Whoa, too far, too far. Second career event. 7. A serious injury. Ooh, ow. Your character was seriously hurt. Let's put this in here. It was just 2, right? 2 defining career events, yep. Your character was seriously hurt and needed to spend a considerable amount of time recovering. What was happening when your character was injured? Who was responsible? What did the recovery entail? Did the character need a prosthesis or cybernetic implant afterward? I am not Luke Skywalker. I am not losing a hand. It's not going to happen. Oh, I love this. Okay. I will have a prosthesis, but it'll be a genetically enhanced prosthesis provided by Illyrian doctors. So, like, it's going to be an accelerated healing thing that leaves behind like an organic prosthesis developed by these Illyrian doctors. I think that that's really cool. That's going to play into the character really well. What was happening when your character was injured? I mean, plasma burns are the obvious thing. I'm gonna say it'll probably be something planet side. Maybe on a support mission. So setting up the power grid on a colony world, and there was an accident, and this character heroically pushes an ensign out of the way and takes the brunt of the energy discharge. So serious injury, energy discharge that required Illyrian. We've run out of space. That required Illyrian genetic prosthesis. Okay, your character's long, arduous recovery forced them to think about their health more, increasing their fitness by 1. Oh, that's nice. Pull that up. Still not great with insight. I'm good at getting people to do what I want. I'm not great at reading people. Disciplines. Being surrounded by doctors for a long time increased your character's medicine by 1. So I'm just not good at flying ships, but I'm pretty good at a lot of other things. Add a focus reflecting the circumstances of your character's injury, something that helped them through recovery, or something they took up after recovering. Examples: art, athletics, or philosophy. That's interesting. Ooh, okay. What if it was something that damaged their throat, and they take up singing as a way to sort of work the muscles? That's fun. Okay. Step 7, finishing touches. The character receives 1 final value. This might reflect the career events rolled in step 6, or it may represent some other event. Okay, so we'll throw another value in there. Increase 2 attributes by 1 each. I do want to get that insight up. And I'll put daring to 11. That's what this character is about. I mean, presence to 10 would be fun as well. But I like that daring reason sort of build with a lot of kind of average, but good. Increase 2 disciplines by 1 each. So I am going to get just a teeny little bit of piloting. And let's pop that engineering up to 5. Your character may not have any disciplines above 5 and only one discipline with a score of 5. For any discipline which has a rating above and beyond those limits, reduce it until it is within limit. Okay. Your complete character should have the following elements. Let's get that calculator out. Oh, don't need that calculator. I need this calculator. Attributes added together. 9 plus 11 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. 56. Bang on. Character's discipline should be 16. 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 3. 16. Character should have 4 values. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 6 focuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gambling and singing. Alright. Ooh. Does he sing sea shanties in engineering? Love it. Assignment. Your character's assignment will help define the challenges they face in Captain's Log, especially in the solo mode of play. Your character's assignment will contribute significantly to the genre and focus of the stories that you create around them. As the name of the game suggests, you might choose for your character to be the captain of a starship or starbase. You might also choose to portray one of the captain's senior officers. That's what I want to do. The group of personnel who make the important decisions about the ship and who aid the captain as department heads, subject matter experts, and trusted advisors. You might choose to play another unique role, such as an admiral overseeing fleet actions, a civilian scientist embedded on a Starfleet vessel, a judge advocate general tackling tricky cases, or an administrator overseeing Starfleet Academy. Cool. Chief engineer, engineering department only. Yeah, baby. The chief engineer is responsible for ensuring that the ship remains operational and functional, and commands the engineering department. In solo mode, giving your character this assignment will facilitate hard science fiction stories of technological advancements and dramatic portrayals of a devoted team called to make great sacrifices to keep the vessel operating. I can't make it go any faster, Captain. She's given it all she's got. Yeah, cool. Yeah, rank. Commanding officer, lowest can be commander. I'm gonna go lieutenant commander. Give me some place to grow. I like that they finally have this table here for enlisted personnel. I'm never clear on how non-commissioned officers, or like enlisted but not officers. I'm never clear about all of those things. It's just like one level too deep for me. Pronouns. I'm gonna go he, they. Why not? Okay. Well, that's the character. I've got to go back and create some values. But I'm happy with those. I don't have a name. Let's see some random Romulan names. Dorur, Rumat, Satib, Borub, Penglab, Kuvik. Kuvik's kind of cool. Vamir. Oh, I like Vamir. Chief Engineer Vamir. Oh, no. Okay. Can't be that one. Too rhymey. I don't like these. Kavit, Longclair, Param. Let's look at the feminine names. Dane, Sakona, Timela, Tomoka. Tomoka's kind of cool. Chief Engineer Tomoka. Chief Engineer Amius. Rajun. Tamer. Let's get Romulan name examples. That was just a generator. Always fancy, love those generators. Larika, Malib, Samim, Ruthak, Putro, Pojin, Valal, Dakasa, Runsun, Pines. I mean, that'd be fun. Pines. It's like just like a straight Romulan name. But it also just happens to be a tree. Chief Engineer Pines. Sure. I like it. Let's be pines. So, what are we at? We're at right on an hour of this. So, the next up is doing the vessel. And I'm really interested in the vessel. So I think we're going to run through this one real quick and get the ship just like outlined. So we're going to roller select an era. So we're going to select Next Generation Deep Space Nine Voyager Lower Decks. So 10 to 14. Next Generation era. We're going to roll in here. This is the exciting thing because as the chief engineer on this ship, I'm happy with whatever ship I've got, and then I want my next ship to be the NX style, new space frame, new stuff. Okay, what do we got? Next Generation era. 4, a Cheyenne. I actually have no idea what a Cheyenne is. Original series era. Next Generation Challenger Cheyenne. Oh wow, it's got the 4 nacelles. The Cheyenne class was initially intended as a proof of concept, attempting to bring the aging Constellation-class starship into the 24th century. The new starship was surprisingly versatile, so much so that at first Starfleet ordered 3 produced to act as high-speed couriers to move between human colonies in the core worlds region of the Federation. I like that. Okay. So it's a Cheyenne class. Comms 10. Computers 10, engines 10, sensors 9, structure 9, weapons 9, command 1, con 4, ooh, security 2, engineering 4, science 2. Oh, it's a great ship. Got scale of 4. Okay, I'm just gonna pop back up, see if we're missing things since I jumped in real quick. Yeah, so we got era. Roll for ship. Cool. A Cheyenne class. I like it. Ship idiosyncrasies. I love that. That's super cool. Yeah. Well, we're gonna give it an idiosyncrasy right now. Oh, okay. So we're going to run down through this. How do we... Once you've chosen your ship, you should create a short backstory for it. How big is your ship? What does the interior look like? Oh, okay, and so here's the ship's traits and talents. Okay. Are you the first captain of this vessel? No, I'm not. I am the chief engineer. If not, who are the commanding officers before you? What key battles has your vessel been involved in? Where is your vessel built? What makes your vessel stand out from others in its class? What is the farthest your ship has traveled? What are the favorite parts of the ship to visit? What mementos decorate your office? What are their meanings, and are they connected to the ship's story? What quirks does your vessel have? So let's go back to ship idiosyncrasies. 15. When phasers are fired, the ship's hull produces a buzzing sound. Oh, cute. Okay. Assign trait by polity. You must assign at least one trait to your vessel at the beginning of play. This should be the polity from which the vessel hails. For example, Federation, Klingon, Romulan, Pakled. What if you don't want a Federation ship? Okay, consider a unique trait. Aside from the typical trait that states what polity to which your ship belongs, additional traits can be added that explain what the ship has been through. They can also highlight special features. Traits are qualities inherent to your starship that make it unique. Your starship might be a flagship, making it more likely to carry a strong diplomatic message. Okay, aquatic laboratories, sample ship traits. Oh, okay. So you just make it up. Legacy vessel, prototype flagship, temporarily displaced, mission pod, Frankenstein fleet, non-combatant warship, renowned Borg systems. Let's say workhorse. No, it's fast. So I don't need it to be aging. It's more of a courier thing. What kind of missions do we go on? It was mostly fast stuff within. But I like the idea that we're doing like second contact style things, like lower decks. The Dominion War is over, and we need to check in on people. So we're a first responder. I like that, actually. By now you have chosen what type of vessel you command. Now it's time to decide your talents. Can have a number of talents equal to its scale. Wow, 4 talents? Okay, there's a lot of talents. We got a matrix though. All right, let's generate 4 random talents and see what we get. All right, 21, 29. Extensive shuttle bays. That's fun. I like that. 15. Advanced transporters. That's cool. And 24, 31. High resolution sensors. It's got low sensors, so I think I'm going to reroll that one. 8, 20. Cloaked mines. Nah, we're not a military one. We're going to go again. 25, 38. Improved impulse drive. I like that. First responder. But like not there to do fighting, there to help with like planetary or space problems. Assigning names and registries. I mean, I have no idea. Let's see. Cheyenne class starship registry. Check it out on Memory Alpha. So we had the USS Awani, which is NCC 620. So, I mean, we'll do NCC 71. 621. Let's go +1. We're just the next one after the Awani. Let's click into the Awani and find out about it. Along with 39 other starships, fought the Borg at the Battle of Wolf 359 on stardate 44002. The heavily damaged ship was discovered by the Enterprise D after the battle. After being salvaged, it joined Jean-Luc Picard's fleet that blockaded the Klingon-Romulan border during the Klingon Civil War. Okay, it's got a lot of interesting history. Cheyenne class. What are they named? It's kit bash design. Saucer section, bridge module. The Cheyenne class was a type of light cruiser with a crew of 320 and a top speed of warp 9.6. This class was used for deep space exploration and defensive patrol duties. Okay, so Apocrypha, that's not quite official canon now. It's a playable ship in Star Trek Online. Commander level heavy cruiser. Interesting. So yeah, that's like not canon. Akuda commented, I think the 4th was the Cheyenne class USS Awani. Again, without my notes, I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Yeah. So it was a kit bash. They took a couple of pieces from other models and put them together to create this ship. I don't have a name yet. So I think I'll probably generate that or figure it out offline. But that's super cool. I like it. I like a Cheyenne class. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Assigning names and registries, improving your starship through milestones, creating a starbase or station, which is only 2 pages, and then we get into the rules of play. So we are pretty good. All we need is a name. We need 4 values. Oh, I missed a talent. I get a talent equal to the number of my scale. So I do get to roll 1 more 3d20 on this table. That's only 15. We already got advanced transporters, so let's roll again. Another low one, 18. Backup EPS conduits. Cool. Always lovely. Gotta love those EPS conduits. Heh, Q and Jordy. Sweet. Well, I don't know when the next time I'm going to do this is, but I will probably play a mission on one of these off nights. Again, next Monday, next Monday, that is July 24th, we are going to be playing the season finale of our Hellbreakers, the Expanse RPG actual play. That's super fun. The characters are in a little bit of an interesting bind in a builder artifact space station that they've discovered between the 3 suns of their Ring Networks Ringgate system. We'll see where that goes. Of course, like we mentioned at the top of the stream, Al Spader ran us through Sentience 2D20 last night as a one-shot. It was super fun. The game was called The Stray Code, and the VOD is on Twitch right now, twitch.tv/Massive Damage Adventures, and it's going to be up on YouTube tomorrow, so youtube.com/@SkyhammerPress. If you haven't done this already, you should definitely go to youtube.com/@SkyhammerPress and check out part 1 of the Hellbreakers finale. So that would be episode 11. Anyways, it's the most recent one out. Locust Station part 1 of 2, because there's a giveaway, and that is running all the way up until Sunday. So until the 23rd, you can go onto the YouTube channel, go to the description of the video. There's a Google form right there. You put in your name, your email, and you answer a quick question about the stream, and you're entered into a giveaway where we are giving away a player's bundle gift packet, which is a PDF version of the Expanse core book by Green Ronin Publishing, and a $10 gift card to the Green Ronin Publishing web store. So thank you very much, Green Ronin Publishing, for giving that to us and supporting our stream. Next Monday, on the 24th, we are going to be giving away... Let me pull this up so that I get all of the stuff precisely right. Where's my notes for the Expanse? Got a lot of notes. Here they are. All right. The next stream on the 24th, we are giving away live Player's Bundle, which is, again, the PDF of the core book plus $10, and a GM's Bundle. The GM's Bundle has the core book, the GM's kit, the quick start, and the Ships of the Expanse supplement, as well as a $10 gift card. All of those in PDF, $10 gift card, super, super cool. So we're giving away the Player's Bundle and the GM's Bundle live, and then we're giving away a GM's Bundle on the YouTube video as well. So lots of really cool giveaways. Definitely check out Hellbreakers. I think that's all the stuff right now. I'll also just say that I'm super proud that I finished a freelance project today. I just have one last final thing to do, and then that's submitted, and that'll be coming out later. That is a thing for the Expanse. So when I am allowed to talk about it, I will talk about it more. But for now, it is another Trades of the Expanse thing. So right now they have Trades of the Expanse Bounty Hunter out, and then I know that there are 2 more that I've seen that are in the works, and I've worked with somebody else who's working on another one, and then I've got one coming too. So Trades of the Expanse, got a bunch of PDFs coming for you. I think that's about it. So I'm gonna go watch Star Trek Mirror Mirror. Like I said, halfway through, very excited to go and see more Spock with beard. And thanks for watching. Hope you check out Captain's Log, and I hope that I get to solo journal this RPG and find or experience the adventures of Chief Engineer Pines, a genetically modified Romulan from an Illyrian world who went to Starfleet Academy and became the top engineer on the Cheyenne class starship something or rather. All right. Have a good one all.